Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. This message is about Phil Schneider. Phil Schneider was a USGS government contractor. USGS stands for United States Geological Service. The United States Geological Service was involved in Phil's jobs because they were using their satellite technology to look deep into the earth, and that was where they found a pocket that they could not identify. The satellite system was unable to penetrate this pocket of material that appeared to be in a circular shape. So because they were mystified as to what this was, they sent Phil's team down to Los Alamos to Dolce, New Mexico, to drill down into the earth and find out what was going on down there. But in reality, they actually already knew what was going on deep under the earth there. They knew that there was an encampment of non-terrestrials. I guess that's one way to put it. It's the human beings from off-world and clones that were down there. And you should really watch Phil Schneider's lectures, and especially his early lectures, where he talks about this encounter that they had down there in Dolce, and this mini war that took place in Dolce, New Mexico, 300 feet below the surface of the earth, where we lost many of our best soldiers. And it was a setup. It was a setup. They knew what was down there. They knew why they couldn't penetrate it, and they sent our best of the best down there to get killed so that we wouldn't have the best of the best. And we would be at a disadvantage in dealing with, you know, this type of warfare with another race. So people really need to listen to Phil Schneider's lectures. Phil Schneider was assassinated just like JFK, only with Phil it was done in the privacy of an apartment that he was living in. They broke into his apartment and they beat him up, and then they polished him off. Unfortunately for Phil, his motivation was also to fight back, and so he was prompting people to fight back. He did talk a little bit about the CIA and their drug smuggling into the country, and how they're the ones that are providing drugs to the people, to the children. And William Cooper also talked a little bit about the CIA's drug smuggling efforts, and so did John Stockwell. So this is something that people should pay attention to. I think JFK also knew that the CIA was smuggling drugs into the country and using that money to fund their illegal operations, such as stalking and harassing and also murder. And so that was one of the reasons why JFK was going to shut down the CIA. So people, do your homework. But this video is dedicated to Phil Schneider. Phil Schneider, thank you for speaking up. Thank you for telling us the truth. Even though many people will sit back and say that you were a nut and that you were crazy and that the stuff you were talking about couldn't be real. Many of those people are probably disinformation agents, or they just don't understand the full complexity of the lies that we've been told. So after working in some top secret sites, I know for a fact that what Phil was talking about is very real. They do have this advanced technology, and the secret intelligence agencies are working with this other race that, and the clone race that is actually living underground right now on our planet. And they have a whole network of cities underground. They call them deep underground military bases. So look up Phil Schneider, listen to his lectures, and begin to get a better concept and understanding of what's going on. You may or may not hear the rain falling, but that's it for this video for now. Thank you, Phil Schneider. I'm sorry you're deceased, but we have to do things for peace, because if you're not pushing for peace, if you're not doing things in a peaceful manner, then they will eliminate you and say that you were a violent person, and they'll use that as their justification for getting rid of you, and they'll say, you know, that you were trying to kill them, so they killed you first. It doesn't mean that it's right. It just means that this is the method that they use. So if you're going to do anything, do it for peace. Learn from these mistakes. Phil Schneider was assassinated. William Cooper was assassinated. JFK was assassinated. I don't plan on getting assassinated. So I'm trying to teach people the peaceful method, and there is a way to fight back with peace. It has to do with the meditation exercise that I teach, and scientific evidence that has been provided by the Institute of Heart Math. They have done extensive work on this meditation exercise. I'll talk about that later. Thank you so much for watching.